everybody in Hot and Healthy Holistic Bliss. I can't wait to talk to today's guest here in Hot Topics because I don't know about you, but I love Facebook and I hate Facebook. It really frustrates the bejeebers out of me. It used to be so simple to use to grow your business. I used to understand the algorithms. I used to know where to spend my time and money on Facebook to help people know about my products and services and to help grow my coaching practice and help clients that way. But with all the changes to Facebook and all the changes to the algorithms and all sorts of, there are lots of good things as well. But I am frustrated by how much time and effort and money may need to be spent on simply understanding how to use Facebook. One, I'm going to talk to her about her transition from going from a small business owner in the health and wellness and fitness field to becoming a Facebook for business expert, because I think that's a really important thing is to realize, even in our businesses, we do need to pivot and change and adapt and continuously learn, even learning how to set up your camera for a Facebook Live. So I've got Chantal with me and she's going to be sharing how she's helped other businesses grow their business using Facebook with no budget. Now, I don't know about you, but I totally want to know. Welcome.
Hey, Nicole, how are you?
I'm really, really good.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay?
Can you turn it up a little?
Very naughty.
How's the sound for you, Chris? Chris Knight's tuning in, Rose Knight's watching. Can you guys hear okay? You're a bit soft. Have you got earphones? Okay.
Oh, in the car. Do you want to talk for 2 seconds and I'll go get them?
Sure, I'll talk about you. So hey Cassandra, so while we're waiting for Chantal to come back with some headphones so we can hear her a little bit better, what would you like to know about Facebook? What frustrations do you have with trying to get your message out on Facebook? Cassandra's can hear brilliantly. Hey Summer, hey Heidi. Tell us in the comments below because it's starting to stream up, which is just brilliant. Give me some love, give me some thumbs up and stuff. What sort of things would you like to know about how to use Facebook to grow your business without a budget? What are some of your frustrations? What would you like to be able to do with your Facebook for your business? So we're definitely focusing on business, not social. And one of the things you may or may not know is that Facebook is encouraging everybody into groups, hence one of the reasons that we're doing such amazing things here in the Hot and Healthy group. They don't want you to use your pages for so much advertising of your business. They want your Facebook to be used for friends and family. So, they're really encouraging you all to have groups and to build engagement and conversations in your groups and on your pages. So it's just something that you need to bear in mind, and notice that there's big changes happening. So yeah, it's all good. Hey Jade. Okay, so Chantal's back. Let's hear you, Chantal. Say hi.
Awesome. Well, hi. Can you hear me now? Is that better, guys?
Yeah, that's better.
Is that better? Yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I thought we were on Zoom today. So, okay. So firstly, I'm a Facebook strategist. I empower business owners with the skills and strategy to successfully manage their own Facebook profiles. The reason I do this is because I believe that the business owner is the best person to manage their Facebook profile. Why? Because they've got content at their fingertips, day-to-day content, and all the education about what they do and how they can help people. Plus, they know their target audience the best. They know exactly who they're talking to, and they're passionate about their business. So this is where engagement and passion, everything comes into it, because at the end of the day, Facebook is a social platform. So it needs to be engaging. And unfortunately, sometimes when you've got social media marketing or other people managing your page, or you don't have a strategy, some of that can be lost and there's no connection, and then you miss out on business. So personally myself, I've grown 2 businesses successfully off free Facebook. I won't lie, in the beginning I did gamble, I call it gambling, and I threw money at Facebook ads and boosts, and never got any return, no return at all. And there is a strategy for using social media, but for me, social media marketing, but for me, it's more, that's brand awareness. If you don't have the structure and the understanding of how Facebook works or how the algorithm works, and if you don't have a strategy on how to use it specifically for your business, well, then you really are gambling or wasting your time. So I'm really passionate about helping business owners be able to do it on their own. And today I went to a meeting and the presenter was talking about flow, and it's so important to be in flow. And I thought, how amazing is it when business owners are in flow and it's enjoyable for them. And the reason people get frustrated with Facebook is because they don't know what they're doing. So I help them get into flow so that they absolutely enjoy it. It becomes part of their marketing day-to-day strategy, and it's not overwhelming. It doesn't absolutely destroy them anymore. It's not a waste of time.
Okay, so the key thing you're saying is you have to have a strategy and you need some expert advice. You need to know what the algorithms are doing and how to use it effectively to reach your target audience. But you as the business owner are the right person to be doing it because you know your target audience really well.
100%, 100%.
Okay.
So is it okay if I explain a little bit about how the algorithm works? Because everyone gets so excited, or they get a bit scared. But when I explain it, you're just going to go, oh, that makes sense. It's kind of like when you have a partner and they've got values, and they've got a couple values like they don't eat Brussels sprouts and they don't like to be told what to do, okay? And you know that that's how they are. But, you know, every day they might like this, they might like that, but you know that that's what they don't like and this is what they don't like. And Facebook's exactly the same. Now, the reason Facebook has like, comment, share is because they want you to push buttons so that they can know what you're into. Because ultimately what it is, it's a prediction. Facebook has to predict what you like, and then it decides what it's going to put in front of you. So it's very, very important that you know what you like, and you letting Facebook know what you're into and what you like, and that you set up your page properly, and that you also use your personal profile. Because if you do that, and you're using the same language all the time, and you're engaging in the same things that you're interested in all the time, Facebook goes, oh, I understand this person. They like this, they don't like that, and this is what we're going to show them. So it doesn't matter how much the algorithm changes this, their fundamental sort of core values still stay the same. So at the moment, there is been an algorithm change. They're tightening up on spamming and duplicate content. That's been in the last couple of days, so I've watched it. And at the end of the day, like you said earlier, Nicole, I kind of caught a bit of it while I was leopard crawling under the garage door to get my headphones. You were commenting on how, you know, they want you to be using your groups and to be adding value, and that it's a social platform, and you're there really to help people. And I think if you have a strategy around how to do that, it can work for you, but you do have to understand how that algorithm works. Many people are falling short because they're not utilizing their personal profile. Your personal profile is a powerful tool. And if you have it set up professionally and you understand how to use it personally and professionally, that actually helps with the algorithm. It helps explain to the Facebook world and the algorithm. It goes, she's into this, she's into that, she likes this, she likes this. These are the type of friends she likes. This is where she hangs out. And then it starts to match like with like. And what happens with the disconnect with the algorithm is that if you stop using your personal profile, you're actually closing off half of your network or half of that circle. So I highly recommend that you do have a rethink on how to use your personal profile professionally as well, so that you can help that algorithm, so that you start to see the things you want to see, and Facebook puts what you want in front of the right person.
Okay, so a question I have there is yeah. It does. So the question I have there is using your personal profile. So this is your personal page, Nicole Van Hattem, hello, my family and friends.
Yes, 100%.
Versus my business page.
I'm saying that, what I'm saying is that a lot of people don't want to use it at all. What I say is your personal profile is about you, but your business is part of you. And it's important for you to remind your family and friends what you do and what you're passionate about. Your business page is about your business, but you're part of your business. So if you have your business stuff on there, it's important to include something about you, because you're part of your business and people have to know, like, and trust you in order to do business with you. So that's how I try to explain it.
Okay. And so when you say use, okay, well, we want to work with what we got. So we kind of need to figure out the bloody algorithm. So
yeah.
back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, you used to be able to just, press boost, pay $5 and get some
Yeah,
extra views on your video. It would
yeah,
show up in people's feed. If they liked your page, it would show up in their feed. Now that's all changed. So they're moving
yep.
us over into groups. They want us all to sort of, I call it corralling us. I think it's a great opportunity because I love community and I love what we're doing here in Hot and Healthy Holistic Bliss. This is the
Yeah.
community where we share, mindset and food and fitness and business tips so they can live the best version of their lives. Why are they doing that? Why are they moving us away from what used to work on our page into groups?
I have a theory. So
Ooh.
it's just my theory. So what happened was Facebook got us addicted to Facebook pages. Okay, they got us all using Facebook pages. They got us excited about seeing everybody's stuff, liking pages, supporting pages, writing reviews, and things popping up on our page. And they got us used to it and addicted to it, is what I like to call it. And then what they did is they took it away from us and they said, now you have to pay if this is what we want to do. So Nicole, watch this space. I think that they're putting us into groups, and I think they're going to start charging us for groups. I think it's coming. Because why else are they watching our insights? Why else are they controlling what is going on in our groups? Why else are they changing the algorithm right now? And to tell you the truth, I don't mind paying for groups because I get a lot of business out of groups. So if I'm monetizing my group, they deserve to have some money from that. That's what I believe. And I think that what it's going to do, kind of like the personal training industry with having to pay registration, it'll weed out the unprofessional businesses and it'll keep in the money-making professional businesses who are prepared to pay because they're doing the right thing and they're making enough money to be able to pay for it. And that's just my theory. You heard it from me.
Well, great and slightly terrified. I did see something a couple of days ago, actually, that is a really good add-on to groups, and we'll be doing it here in this group. And that is being able to do like training and video content at the top of the group. What's it called? Like a little training module.
Was it? I've seen another one called Watch Video or something. So what happens is they launch a few different things and not everybody gets it all at the same time. So sometimes someone will come to me and go, oh, I've got this, and I'll have a look and I can't find it anywhere, but they've launched it as a trial program and only a few people get it. Like there's one at the moment going around in groups, which is called Watch Video, where we can all sit and watch something together. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. So they have to trial these things and see how people use them. I've played a little bit with it, but again, if people don't know how to use it, they're not going to use it. So it's just a case of once it gets up and running, exploring it, and then seeing, again, come out with a strategy on how you're going to use that for your business. It's all fun and well having all these amazing opportunities, but we have to learn how to use them.
Right. So one of the strategies, so some people have been following me for up to 6 years in this group. The group name has changed a whole bunch of times as I've been evolving and working out how I want to take care of people. And then, there's been people who've been following me since the days I was raw food teaching, and then getting into my super corporate side and then doing my coaching. So most recently we did a different strategy for business, and we've come together as a collective. So we are a collective of individual business owners who've come together to create this group, support the group, build it, serve it, and then we'll be able to promote our services to an audience that already knows, likes and trusts us. So I think we might be a little bit ahead of the game there in many cases. I see a lot of small business owners trying to start groups and trying to build those groups, and it's part of them burning out. They're like everywhere trying to do everything and jumping on every opportunity for their business. So if somebody is a small business owner, they don't have a lot of resources, they don't have a lot of time, and they're already stretched pretty thin taking care of, serving their customer. What are some really easy, simple tips they can use to use the current status, because we have no idea what Facebook's got planned, effectively to grow their business?
Sure. So I came up with the 8 fundamentals of Facebook, the 8 fundamentals, because it should be fun and you should be in flow. So the 8 fundamentals of Facebook, I've got them here because I don't always remember them. But the first most important thing is know who you are. You can't expect for people to build a relationship with you if they've got no idea who you are. I subbed for someone this morning at a networking group, and as part of subbing, you have to go and speak on their behalf. So I stalked the person on Facebook, and couldn't find anything about what this person did. Okay, so if it's unclear to me what somebody did, imagine if a prospective client or someone wanting to do business with that person and went on to their personal profile. Now, I can tell you now, they're not going to stalk your business page first. They're going to stalk your personal profile. And once again, this is why it's incredibly important that your personal profile has been professionally set up and that you understand what is visible to people and what's not visible to people. So firstly, that's my number one tip. Number two is know who your ideal client is. If you don't know who they are, where they hang out, what their language is, how to talk to them, what they're interested in, then really the content that you put out there is not going to connect. And if there's no connection, there's going to be no engagement. So number three is obviously keeping your branding consistent. Like you said, you've had a brand change along the way. The difference is that you had a strategy the entire way. You didn't just go and do it. You led people into a certain way. So hats off to you, Van Hattem, because that's exactly what you did. So, you know, you had the strategy behind it. You didn't just go, well, I'm doing this today, I'm doing that today. You sat, you thought about it, and you said, where am I going to take these people? What is the journey? How am I going to make it clear to them? So, and that's important with branding because, of course, trust is attached to that as well. And people have followed you because they continue to trust you. They trust what you're saying because you add value all the time. So number four is knowing your competition. So it's very important. A lot of people don't go onto Facebook or even in their area and go, who is my competition? What else are people doing? Who do I aspire to be like in business? You know, who's doing what's similar to what I'm doing? Now, the reason I say that is not so that you can go there and copy what it is that they're doing, but awareness is important because what I really want you to do from that is establish your point of difference, establish your unique selling point. Once you do that and you make that relevant on if you show that on Facebook, what will happen is that'll stand out and people will go, that's her point of difference. I want to work with that because there's someone for everyone and it's okay if you don't connect with everyone. So
that's so important. I'm just going to grab that there. It's so important that you recognize you are not for everyone. Just like every business out there isn't right for you as a customer. You're not the right business for everyone out there. So stop trying to be acceptable to everyone. Get clear on who you are, get clear on your message, who you want to work with, and far out, do great things with those people and stop trying to be liked and accepted and seen by everybody else.
Yeah, it's hard work and you don't want hard work. You know, we're not here to work hard. We're here to work smart.
We want to be in flow.
In flow, yeah. Like Nicole said, I must wear lipstick because I'm sick at the moment. And she said, wear lipstick, it'll look good. And I said, I don't wear lipstick on a good day. Now you want me to wear it on a bad day. I'll have some of yours. So yeah, number five is having that a strategic plan and scheduling. So having some forethought, you know, having a goal or a particular purpose and having intention. So instead of just going and spitting stuff out sporadically and going, it's not working and I can't do this and being too nervous to try things, or just stopping everything for a moment, sitting down, looking at the above 4 points and then coming up with a plan and then going, right, over a period of time, I'm going to try this out and then see how that goes. And then tweaking it. And you can do that by monitoring your insights as well to see what's working and what's not working. So number six is...
Let me just interrupt that on number five. So you mentioned to monitor your insights. I'm sure a lot of people watching this who are kind of not really mastering the Facebook thing are going, heck, what's the insights? Where do I find it? What will it tell me?
Sure. So in your business page, you've got insights. If you have a look at the top where it says settings and where your inbox is, there's insights. In your insights, you can actually look at your gender, you can look at your age group, you can look at the time of the day, the time of the weeks, and it'll give you some stats on that. It'll also show you which particular posts are doing better than other posts so that you can self-reflect and go, right, this is working, that's not working, why did that work? Because it's important for us to not only just plan and do things, but also to reflect on it and go, what worked and what didn't work, how can I do it better next time? So insights, if you go in there, what I do is, and I do this with all my clients, we do an insights metric tracking. We go in there and we go, you can say, give me the insights for the last 28 days. And then we go through and we write the insights for the last 28 days. And then what we do is we follow a particular plan for 28 days and we go back in and have a look and then we see if we've made improvements. And this is how I discovered last week that on one business I was working with, we made a 9,000% improvement in engagement. And this is on a well-run page that's very active, has 1,000 members. They consistently post, and just by trying this, 9,000% more engagement. So that's huge. I didn't even know 9,000% was a thing until I saw it in Insights. So yeah, so it's important to track your insights and see what's working, what's not working, and then work out how you're going to change it. The other thing I want to note though is, for example, with my partner's business, his day that he posts that's the best day, like best for engagement, is on a Wednesday, and it's because Wednesday's his day off and Wednesday's date day. So he's always more relaxed on a Wednesday. So on a Wednesday that he posts his best because he's more relaxed and he's thinking about it. So the thing is that you've also got to pay attention to why that's happening. If you're only posting on a Saturday and it goes, well, Saturday's your best day. Well, if you don't post on the other days, you don't know. So it is important for you to post at different times of the day. It is important for you to try different times and then see what works for you. And again, it comes back to knowing your target audience and thinking about where they are on that day and what they're doing. So number 6 is to review and respond. So a lot of people go and they post and they do stuff, but then they go, oh, it's not working. The thing is, it's like taking someone out for coffee and then not asking them for a second date. Okay, it's important to go the extra mile. And if someone has taken the time to comment, to like, or to share, take the time to go back and to review and to respond. The thing is that you would have posted with intention, you would have posted with a strategy. So when you go back and you've posted something, you go, well, what was my strategy? What was my intention? Listen, read how they've responded, and then go, they've responded like this. What can I say to build a better relationship with them, or to slowly get them off Facebook and into a paying client? So yeah, review and respond. Very important. So number 7 is get warm leads off Facebook. So a lot of the time people say, I never get anyone off my Facebook page. So most of the time this is because people have posted, people have responded, you haven't gone back and responded. And if they've taken the time to make a comment, it probably means they're semi-interested in what it is that you're talking about, and you haven't furthered the conversation. The thing is, if Facebook shuts down tomorrow, which it could, where does that leave us? I mean, where does it leave me? Where does it leave Nicole and her business? So it's important for us to have all our clients on a database and off Facebook. It's important for us to capture their data, the email addresses, and add them to our database. And there needs to be a strategy around how you're going to do that. So you need to get them off Facebook and onto your database so you can repurpose to them, or you need to convert them into a client. So there has to be a strategy around that. And it's different for each business, and obviously that's something I work with my clients. And number 8 is making sure that you have a professionally set up personal profile and business page, and that you understand settings, you understand etiquette, you understand privacy, and you understand and that you have some sort of a sales funnel, like a Facebook funnel for your business. So you go, right, this is the journey that I'm taking them on, and how does that look, and how does that get them into paying clients at the end? So if you know and understand all your settings, you're more likely to catch and convert them properly, if that makes sense. So as I said, it's very disheartening when you go to stalk someone on Facebook, and everybody does it, and then you go on there and you have no idea who they are or what it is that they do. And unfortunately what's happening now, because I've just done this other thing, which is like eight reasons why people are missing out on business through Facebook. And one of that is because they've got their business set up in the wrong category. So they've got them set up as self-employed. Now, if you look on your personal profile, self-employed is highlighted blue, which means it's a clickable link. If you click that link, it'll take you to every other self-employed person on Facebook. Okay? How much better would it be if they were clicking through to your business? Oh, so much better. So many people have got their job as self-employed when they could actually be clicking, these people could be clicking through from your personal profile onto your business page. So that's super important. And of course, when I say personal profile and business page, the amount of contact details that are not set up properly, or they're not displayed. So everybody's kept them private and they're actually not displayed. I've worked with people who've had pages for 3 years and their website has been wrong, their email address, their telephone number. These are huge things that if it's not set up properly, you're not going to be able to, you're going to lose people on Facebook. So just
that's a bit
making sure that it's set up.
Like a little bit like having a bricks and mortar shop front with the wrong signage on the front.
Yeah, 100%. So the thing is, and you know what the other thing is? Oh, the search category. So there's actually 3 opportunities for you on your business page to set a category, a searchable category for yourself, because Facebook's actually a search engine just like Google, and most people have only got one, and often they're in the wrong category. For example, I had an accountant who had his category put as company, which means the only time he would have come up is if somebody went, I'm looking for a company, he would have come up. Not, I'm looking for an accountant, and he would have come up. So he would have been losing people this entire time. The other one is not having set up your services, not setting up your shop. Many people opt to not have reviews shown, which is very damaging to their business. Or they choose to not have themselves attached as a member to the business page. And a lot of people don't have trust. They just go, oh, I don't quite know who this person is. I can't do business with them.
So when you're saying that, it's like saying hot and healthy, and there's a button within the hot and healthy Facebook page, hot and healthy in business show Facebook page, and in there I've made myself a team member. So if someone has come across the show for some reason, they're like, I don't know who these people are, and then they can see there's a human behind it, builds that know, like, and trust, and they're more likely to hang around a bit.
100%, 100%. The other thing is that people are not putting the right names. So everyone gets nice and creative with names when it comes to Facebook. So for example, and I hope she's not listening back, but it's an advertisement for her anyway. But for example, one of the clients I work with is Boho Brides. Okay, Boho Brides. But she's actually a mobile hair and beauty party. She actually comes to your house and is a mobile service for the bridal party. And the thing is that if you have Boho Brides, nowhere there does it say that you're actually offering mobile hair and beauty. So better to say Boho Brides, mobile hair and beauty. Saying more is less. So many people go and they have these extravagant names, and I could probably give you about 8 more, but I know she's probably okay with me using her business. But I could give you so many more where they've used a name where somebody looked at it, they'd go, is this a florist? Is this a hairstylist? Is this a whatever? And then you've lost them. They don't even click further into your page. They've just lost you completely.
Okay, because we do get very attached to the names of things, I must say. And we have to think, well, the name of my business is, am I so attached to the name of my business I'm doing damage to my business? I like that. That's actually quite useful. So a number of people have put comments here in the in the video. So I'll just mention a couple of them. So one was, should I spend any money at all on Facebook ads?
Oh, love this question. Okay, so I love this question. Okay, I call Facebook advertising gambling, but I can also call it brand awareness. So I'll explain both sides to the story. Facebook advertising is gambling if you do not already understand how Facebook works and you don't have a professionally set up personal and business page. Then you are gambling by putting any more money into it. Because if you don't have the fundamentals set up, it's like trying to get to third base with someone when you haven't even taken them out for coffee yet. Like it's just, you seriously, you're going to lose people. So I have people who've got 12 likes on their page. They don't have their services set up, their categories wrong, their contact details aren't there, they've got no reviews, they don't have any posts, and now they're going and they're throwing money at it. Realistically, we have to be realistic about this. It's not going to work. I say to people, if you understand completely, you've got the basics, the absolute framework of Facebook sorted for your business, and you have a strategy, then I would say, then go and explore a strategy about Facebook ads, because I don't do Facebook ads. A lot of what I do helps with, if you want to boost, I can definitely help you that you'll get better reach because the basics is right. But I found it a massive stat yesterday. There are 60 million business pages on Facebook. 5 million business pages are doing paid advertising. The average click-through rate of an ad is 0.9%. 0.9%. So if you want to throw $10 today, $10 tomorrow, $10 the next day, if it's not converting into a sale, stop now. Don't get addicted.
It is addictive.
It's addictive because it's popping up everywhere. So I had someone post the other day, it keeps popping up and it's becoming more and more. Facebook the other day gave me $10 and said, oh, you've got a high performing post, here's $10 to boost it. And then it says in small print, oh, if it goes over the $10 and what you've said, it goes, oh, we'll just take extra money out your account. So, and then I've worked with so many people, and a couple of them said to me, next month there's all money out their account from Facebook. They thought they'd ended the ad and it was still going. So people do not have the fundamentals right. So get the fundamentals right first, then possibly, I'd say, then possibly go and explore Facebook ads. And again, I would get coaching around it, like a strategy and coaching.
So how many people are listening to this at the moment are interested in somebody being interviewed here, an expert who can tell us more about how to use Facebook adverts? So give me a thumbs up, or just say advert in the comments below, and I'll know that we have enough people, and I'll go and find an expert and bring them in. Okay, so another question was, how often should I post?
Good question. Okay, firstly, I say that you need to enjoy posting, okay? So you need to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it as a business owner, it's going to be a nightmare. In the olden days, you used to do door knocking and you used to do letter drops. Facebook is a lot easier. It doesn't have to be as frustrating. So what I say is, if you're in flow, you wake up, you have inspiration, just do it. No one's going to blow you up. And that'll give you insights later on to go back and to reflect on. But especially when you're trying in the beginning, because people sit there and they go, and they sit for an hour, 2 hours. They're not inspired. They're feeling stressed about it. Don't do it. That's not the time to do it. What I advise you to do is every day you are working in your business. You should be, else you shouldn't be in business. So every day you're working in business, all I want you to do is tell a story. Tell your story. Take a picture and tell your story. Today, I'll take a picture of me at a networking group saying how, I stalked the person I was subbing for, a professional in a networking group, and unfortunately, I couldn't find anything about them, and that's a story, and that's going to build connection, because someone out there is going to be feeling the same way, or wondering, am I stalkable? Am I, have I got everything filled out properly? So I would say, do not put yourself under additional pressure. What I would say is, every single day, at any time of the day, when you work in your business, straight away, when you're in your happy place, going, gee, I just helped this person do this, write a little story, take a picture. If you're not comfortable with yourself, sunsets, coffees, dogs, they all do well on Facebook. If you're not happy with yourself at the moment. But Bitmojis, I've got a Bitmoji if I don't want to take a photo of myself. And just tell a story to go, this is what I did. Oh my God. This is how I helped someone else today.
How did you get your Bitmoji?
I'll share that with you. It's an app. So all you've got to do is download the Bitmoji app on your phone. Download the Bitmoji app on your phone, and then it'll ask you to create a person. Then you go to your keyboard on your phone, and there's a section to say add the Bitmoji to your keyboard, and it just becomes an emoji. And there's every single Bitmoji under the sun. So I just changed my hair. So I had the black hair, short, and now my hair's longer. So I've just changed my hair and my Bitmoji. I get my kids to do it because they're brutally honest. But yeah, so I've got a Bitmoji. But yeah, so the thing is that it's engaging, that people get used to the Bitmoji. They get used to it coming up. It's familiar. For me, that's branding. It's brand awareness. So don't stress yourself out. When you're in your happy place, just post, go back later and reflect and just get confidence. In fact, I hope you don't mind me sharing, Nicole, but on Monday, I've actually got a 14-day Facebook content challenge starting. So every day for 14 days, I'll be in a group going, hey, post this today. Hey, post that today. Just to get people in flow, into a routine of posting, because there's no wrong or right, and you're not going to blow up if you do something. Yeah. Does that answer that question? Yeah.
It does answer that question. So I've got another one. You've basically... Okay, so Cassandra's come up. She's got a problem with viewing the video, but I'm not going to go there, Cassandra. What content to post? You already covered that, which is, something about your life, something about your business, something about your life in business. Don't be too salesy.
Yep, 100%. It's about relationship building. So I've actually got an ebook which is called 21 Content Ideas That Beat the Algorithm. And I'll just go through all 21 so quickly. About you, about your business services, about your business products, your client reviews, repurposing them, client testimonials, anything in your website, so website content, events, links to your other social media accounts or things, just reminding them that you have them. Did you knows, info, stats, top 5 tips, people love that. I often do help. I need help with this because people love to give their opinions on things. So asking a question, running a poll, because people love love input. I call it WTF, so sort of controversial posts, trending topical topics. For example, seasonal day, hump day, date day, National Naked Garden Day, competitions, sharing other people's contents or doing collaborations, or the news, life events, playing games, jokes, gratitude, motivational quotes, inspiration, checking in, trending features like videos, memes, giffies, emojis, bitmojis, and e-cards. I know, all foreign language. Facebook Lives and Facebook Story. And the last one is feel-good posts. So coffee, dogs, food, Facebook memories, birthday wishes, babies, weather, and sunset posts. They all do very well. So, and the thing is that it doesn't always have to be about your business. Sometimes it just needs to be about you as a person, Hey, I'm up, I'm an entrepreneur, I've had a bad day, but I'm going for a walk on the beach and now I feel amazing. The thing is, they go, oh, this person is human. This person is human. She's not indestructible. And it builds relationships. So the thing is that when you also put the feel-good posts up, and people are more likely to click on that. Remember that it attracts the algorithm to that. So later on, when you post something about your business, it's more likely that those people are now going to see what it is that you posted. So I do encourage you. You need to like, comment, and share people's stuff. Facebook wants you to do it. That's why it's there. They want you to put emojis on stuff because they need to know what you like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question that I share with my clients too when we're doing the visibility coaching. So, how to step into the spotlight. So we do it through videos and interviews and being interviewed. And I'll say to them, listen, if you're going to become my client, or someone is going to look at you as a potential coach, mentor, service provider for them, they are going to check your personal page. So there's a little bit of a resistance about presenting a little bit more of a refined image on their personal Facebook page, because they're like, no, that's for my family. And I'm like, nothing's private anymore. If you want something for your family, create a private group and put them in there, or create a chat group or something. But your personal Facebook page, if you are in business and your customers are going to be on Facebook, it's not private anymore. So how would you address that with somebody if they're resisting cleaning up their personal page?
Oh, 100%. I have it all the time. So I actually call it reputation management, and I have to deal with that on quite often, actually. So I work with a lot of corporate people, a lot of people that might be involved in custody battles. There might be DVOs, child protection orders, whatever else is going on in their life, where they actually, privacy is very important. So firstly, I have to say that it is completely against Facebook standards for you to have two personal profiles. So many people are setting up two personal profiles. So when people go to search for you, they're seeing your name coming up twice. And really what you're doing is dividing the algorithm, creating confusion, or people think it's spam or dodgy. And people are nervous about that. So they're less likely to engage or do business with you because they've got two personal profiles. Or they set up their business page as a personal profile, which is really, really, I don't know why people are doing that, but it's against Facebook standards and it's very damaging to your brand. But what you can do is, it's not completely, when you say nothing's private, you can actually do it. I have a phenomenal client, and I won't mention her name, but she, for certain reasons, has to have a very personal profile, but yet she's actually a very influential person on the Gold Coast. So what we've set it up, and she's been the best at doing this, is she's actually categorized. When you post, there's a little drop down thing and it says post, and it'll say post accept these people, or accept these people, or don't show these people, or only this group. And you can set people up into groups. So when you set up your personal, say you do a picture of you in the beach and, guts hanging out, and it's really just for your family and friends to see, but you don't want, all your clients to see it, you can actually create a group where you can put all your family into that group, or people that you want to see that, and you can just post so only those people see it. Say, for example, you want to spoil your partner to a trip away, but you want feedback from Facebook. You can go into Facebook and go, hey guys, I'm trying to plan a trip for my partner. Don't tell him. Then you can exclude him and his friends from that post. I could go in and just exclude them. So everyone else will see and comment, but they'll be excluded from it. So this comes down to, if you understand your privacy settings and if you understand how to create those little groups, you can have a private profile. What I do recommend people do is just go back. People aren't going to go back too many times, but go back a fair bit and just hide some of the photos that you're not maybe comfortable with being on there. You know, if you've had a raucous night out and you're not happy with the pictures. But again, if you understand your tagging settings and your tagging review settings, you can also decide what goes onto your page and whether or not people can actually tag you in things, or whether or not face recognition's turned on or off. So that comes down to, if you actually understand how to use it, you can actually have a private page and still have it professional for business as well.
Wow, it's a lot to understand, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot more there than people can see. For example, I've got twin girls that are turning 14, and I've got a 10-year-old, and I don't feature them too much on Facebook. I used to initially in the beginning, but the more and more sort of influential I become on Facebook, I've taken a step back. You have to understand certain things. Like, I never put the address of my house in a photo. I never put the registration of my car number. I never put their school uniforms, if they're in school uniforms or at their school. I don't do that. So again, it comes down to just a little bit of safety, and I've taught my children that as well, because I got a rude awakening once when someone went up to my kids and said, "Oh, I know you, Chantel's kids," and they didn't know them, and I didn't even really know who they were, and they were kind of freaked out. And I thought, no, it's important for them to have the education as well, and for me to be mindful of the content that I put on Facebook. So my kids are very social aware. The other thing that a lot of people do is they put their physical address onto their business page. And what they don't understand is that your business page is public, and people can Google map directly to your front door if you've done that. So what I would say to people is, please go and check that, because almost every client that works from home that I work with, when Facebook asks you to put in where you work from, they think that they need to do that, and then that's a hidden thing. But it's actually not. That's a Google map thing, so people can be directed to your house. And I had a lady with 3 children freak out because she didn't realize that people could directly get to her house. So
that's a really good tip. So good reminder.
Yeah. So business page is public.
You mentioned that it's not good to have 2 Facebook profiles of your personal name. What if your personal brand is your name?
So you set it up as a page. So you'll notice I've got a Chantel Girardi personal profile, and I've got a Chantel Girardi business page, and I'm a public figure or a coach. And that's better to do it it's better to do it that way, because it helps with the algorithm. You can't run public events. People would have to befriend you every single time. Basically, managing that page is a lot harder work. You'd have to manage 2 pages, and eventually you're going to lose what's happening on each page. Well, this one's for that, well, this one's for that, and there's crossover. The other thing is that a business page is public, meaning everyone can search and find for you, just like Google's a search engine, so is Facebook. Whereas a personal profile, they're not going to find you unless you direct them there, because personal profiles are private unless you make them public. So that's the difference between the two. The other thing is that you can have unlimited likes on your business page, but you're restricted to 5,000 friends on your personal profile. So you're very limited by what you can do in each. Each platform has got a different function. You also can't have reviews, and people nowadays, I think it's up to about 90% now of people only buy from a review. So if you have your business page set up as a personal profile, you can't leave reviews, which means people can't read. And I can tell you now, I convert most people into paying clients of Facebook by getting them to read my reviews and to see what I've done with other businesses.
That's very good. It's very good. So what do you think about, are we still going to need websites if we're able to do so much with our business page on Facebook?
Look, it's a good question. And website people freak out when they see me at an event. And yeah, I think it does scare them. And I think this is why websites are becoming a lot cheaper now. When I first bought my website, I think it was about $5,000, and I think I paid half the amount this time. So basically for the last 3 years, I've been running both my businesses without a website. I only recently did it so that it was easier automation. Anyway, have the website. I could just directly send them on a journey through MailChimp. You don't even need ClickFunnels anymore. So basically I have it there because as a professional business, it's kind of like, yep, it needs to be there. But I can say right now that I will come up. If you search for me, in Google, I will come up because of my Facebook. And again, that's all because of this little box you have to tick on your Facebook page, which says allow search engines outside of Facebook to find me. And you have to tick that, meaning that other platforms can actually find you if somebody searches for it. So it's important that you have that box ticked as well.
Okay, great. So Jade has just put a comment here in the box below saying, I'm a bit confused in the profile versus page thing. What do I do? Use both.
Okay, so your personal profile is you. It is, and you have friends. You have to accept friends into it. It is private unless you make it public. You can decide how public you want to make your personal profile. You cannot have a business page or a group without a personal profile. So my daughter is 13. She's just made me a PowerPoint presentation with all of this. So there's yourself at the top, and then you have your business page, and then you can have your groups. But you can't have business page or group without your personal profile, okay? Now, this is important. So if you're commenting in groups, you don't comment as your business page. You comment as your personal profile. So you are not hidden. People will stalk you. They can only find you through touching on you and going back to your personal profile. So if you don't have your business pages and that linked up, they can't find your business through that. So you're limiting how people can find out more about what you're doing. So all these people are engaging in groups. They're engaging in groups and participating, but it's their personal profile that only has permission to do that, not their business page. So people are never coming back to the business page, which is messing with the algorithm. So you have your personal profile, and you can set it up so that all your business, your bio's there, all your business pages are there. You can have your website, all your other social media channels can all be linked to your personal profile. So when you're commenting on groups and that, people can still find out what it is that you do. Then you set up your business page, and you can have as many business pages as you like. Business pages are public. So you can search for them. They're public. They fall into categories. You can run events through them. You can have reviews set up on them. You can have your services, your shop, which you can't have on your personal profile. You can attach yourself, like you said, as a team member to your business page. I wish I had the, I'll see if I can take a screenshot of it, and in the comments, I'll put the picture in, okay? Let me do that for you, because they serve different functions. So I've put it in a graphic because some people are more visual and it makes more sense. So your personal profile is first you. And this is what's happening is people are trying to keep that personal profile as they're hiding everything. And because they're hiding everything, when you're commenting and doing all other things in business, people go and find you, and that's how they find you. They find your name. They're not as likely to find your business. They're more likely to find your name, who you are.
Okay, so Jade has actually clarified her question a little bit. So Jade's company is Jade Reed Photography.
Yep, cool.
So she has Jade Reed personal profile, and she has Jade Reed Photography business page. That's what she needs, isn't it?
Yes,
she needs to have.
Exactly right.
I'll use myself as an example. I have Nicole Van Hattem, my personal page, which has got 4,500 people on it. And I started to think, crikey, no one's going to be able to friend me soon because they'll hit the 5,000 mark. So then I have a page called Nicole Van Hattem, CCH, which is my qualifications, just to be able to have that personal brand presence.
Yeah.
We need both if our personal brand is our name. Is that correct?
Yep, 100%. So I work with a lot of photographers, and for the photographers, so you have your personal profile. It goes back to what I said initially in the beginning. Your personal profile is about you, but your business is part of you. So make sure that you feature it on your personal profile, and you keep reminding people on your friends list, family, friends, what it is that you do, and that you have your contact details there, and you have everything set up so that people can still find you on your personal profile. Then you've got your business page, and your business page is about your business, your services, your shop, your reviews, events, you're adding education, content, what you're doing, but you are part of that as well. So you're part of that as well. So make sure that you feature yourself in there as well, so that you add yourself as a team member, and that you add yourself as a team member to that page, and keep reminding people that you are a person. There is a person behind that, because that builds connection. So does that make sense? Yeah, it does. It does. And thank you so much for your time. I know we've come up to an hour already. Can you believe it?
This was so much valuable content in there. I know, right? We should have you back. So I would love to talk to you about coming back again.
Awesome.
And so do you do audits on people's profiles? Is that something that you do?
Yes. So, I mean, I'm crazy. I just love giving away stuff. I can't help myself because I'm an educator. And I offer free Facebook health checks. So if anybody wants a free Facebook health check, I'll put a comment in the block below. If you don't mind, I'll also put my Facebook page there as well. And I'll share that. I'll find that document for you, that little funnel, so you can see it's a much clearer way of doing it. That's why I had it done. And and so the Facebook health check just helps you go over where you're at in Facebook, and then I just help you with a few tips on what you can do, and then also explain how we can work together if that's something you're interested in. So it's just a 30-minute
Brilliant.
call.
Yep, excellent service. So I know there'll be a lot of people here at the moment that are actually saying in the comments, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. So I'm excited about that. We're going to help a lot of businesses.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't want to wait for me to go to the comments, just go to www.chantelgerardi.com.au, and you can see, you can download my ebook, you can book a call with me. If you wait a little bit, I'm about to open up slots for next week because I was fully booked and I've now opened up some slots. So I'll do it straight after this call. I'll open them up so you can get in next week because I normally have a 2 to 3 week waiting list.
Awesome. Yeah. Well done. Well, thank you so much again for being here on Hot Topics in the group. And I'm sure we're going to have you back soon. But
Excellent.
Yes, thank you to everyone who's been watching live and making comments. And if you're watching the recording, make sure that you also keep adding comments in below. We want to know, do you want a Facebook ads expert to come into the group and give advice? And make sure that you reach out to Chantel as well. So thanks again, everybody. I'll be seeing you again soon. And thanks, Chantel. This was awesome.
Absolute pleasure. Have an amazing day, guys.
Ciao.